Hi, I'm Michael Kurosh, and today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, heading south to Carpinteria. Carpinteria is a beautiful beach town south of Santa Barbara, and today we're gonna go visit my dear friend Leesa Wilson-Goldmuns, and she has a wonderful project at the beach on the bluffs, and I'm really excited to see what she has done today. Good morning, Leesa.
Michael, welcome. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm ever so well.
That was a beautiful drive I had here.
It's gorgeous, right?
Amazing looking. It just looks like somewhere not in California. I don't know what it is, but it's beautiful.
Well, we are in California.
It's beautiful.
Carpinteria specifically.
Carpinteria.
Those gorgeous homes on the ocean.
I can see the ocean from here. It's beautiful. So what is the story?
The house looks very old, but it's not. It was actually built in the mid-'80s. The family who's owned it for about 15 years recently lost their matriarch.
Oh, sorry.
And this was a much-loved family home for them. They have asked me to freshen it. They are ready to let it go and move on, which of course for a lot of people is emotional, as you know. We felt like it really needed a facelift. So we've done that, and I want to show you.
Love to see it,
Great.
please.
Come on in.
Thank you.
As I said, a lot of times that's emotional. It was built to look old, 35 years ago, which meant dark and a lot of old beams and heavy curtains. What we've done is made it fresh and bright, so it really reflects 2018 instead of something that would have been in the Cotswolds 200 years ago.
From outside, it kind of looked, but from the colors, it didn't. You did a wonderful job. Again, we talked about I have been here 20 years ago, and it was very dark. As you say, you were lucky, like you go into a really old chateau, and it was
Right.
really heavy. You come in, it's like airy, and actually the white color you painted makes everything look taller and fresher and younger. Very
And
nice.
that's what we've done. We've painted all of the beams that were very dark white. We've replaced chandeliers, and we've just exceeded the limits of the old dark things. And we've brought in California-centric, relaxed.
Beautiful colors, as I say. I mean, I just walked in and it looks, everything is like fresh, looks like ocean almost, like, you know, you're next to the beachy look.
Well, so often these homes are second homes for people, and their first homes are quite formal or somewhere else. We liked the idea of this being what I like to think of as cashmere casual.
Very true.
Let's go see the living room, because I think it's just
I'm excited to
really,
see that.
it's luxuriously comfortable.
I remember it was very dark and heavy, but let's see.
Well, it isn't anymore.
All right.
The living room steps down, and you get a wonderful view of the ocean, but you also have these beautiful beams, a beautiful fireplace, lots of seating room. I just love this room.
This is beautiful. I mean, it looks like so light, airy, and looks like you're in a high-end resort. I mean, I don't want to say it like that, but it's so clean and neat.
Well,
Beautiful.
you want it to be relaxing. You want it to feel like you're in a resort, because if you're here on the weekend or you've had a busy day, you want to come in here and just
Forget
sit.
about it.
Right.
Sit down there and just beautiful sofas. I love those chairs. They're just beautiful.
Thank you. I actually got those at your place.
Oh, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Yes, I remember those. They're
Well,
beautiful.
and you do such a good job, as we've talked about before, with custom sofas. So when I called you and I said I want 2 7-foot sofas, I want them to be white, I want slope arms, look what you delivered.
Thank
well
you
done.
so much. Yes, they look beautiful here. And that's why you're successful, because you make everything specifically for that spot. Whereas a lot of designers don't do that. I
Well.
should say that too. So that's what makes you special. I mean, you design this thing, looks like flawless.
The things that were here, which were beautiful and done, again, a couple decades ago, were lovely, and they were beautiful quality, but they were of a different era. Things were big and things were dark, and there were lots of heavy antiques. And that's just not how we're living today. So when we're ready to move on, when we're ready to let something go, it's important for other people to see a house as it needs to live today. And I think it was important too for a family that's letting go to be able to see the house in a new light, because it helps. It's like, it's not ours anymore, we can let this go. I think the other thing we always talk about is in large rooms that don't have a central area, how do you do seating arrangements? So it's not just 2 sofas in front of a fireplace and we've neglected everything else. This has seating for a vignette here with some people. You can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6,
6,
7 easy.
7 people. you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we have 2 people here who want to cozy up at the fireplace.
16 people sitting.
7 and 7, 14, 15, 16. Notice what we've also done in the hallway with the 2 other benches. They can bring those down here. Easily an entertaining space then for 18 people at the drop of a hat.
If they invite me, I stand. It's not a problem, you know.
Having said that, if there's only 3 or 4 people here, you don't feel vastly overwhelmed. You can have those people right there and you feel like you're still cozy.
Beautiful, that's absolutely true. What I like about what you said is, you know, you date the house completely different, so the person who's selling it, it just feels like, no, okay, this is not, emotional attachment is not there, so they let it go. And the good thing for us is the styles change every 7 to 10 years. Imagine everybody sticks with the old things, it would be out of business.
Probably. So the other really fun room is the family room. Some people call it the family room, somebody called it the game room, the bar.
The den, whatever it is. Let's go
den.
check it out.
Let's go that way. So, not a bad view.
It says it all.
Beautiful ocean. This room was more like a hunting lodge. So we removed the antler chandelier, even though it was well loved. And we just, again, made it more relaxed. We reviewed the seating and realized that a sectional worked really well for the way people live today. And TV in the cabinet, but again, a really great fireplace. It's a big room. We'll take a little tour.
I like the sectional actually. This is just about every family room you do, you put a sectional in.
Well, I, again, as you know, have 4 kids and 3 dogs. And when my family was growing up, this is what we liked to do. We loved watching TV and snuggling together. And I think that just says, welcome home.
Beautiful.
So the difference between this room and the living room is that this feels a lot more cozy. And there isn't as many vignettes. This is where you snuggle. So we have just good seats, and we've got a really great big seating area. And things aren't precious. Things are, throw yourself on it.
You fit a lot of people in it, though.
You can fit a bunch of people in here.
I know, I was looking at it. There's plenty of people you can fit in here. It's a big family.
A big family. And again, the bar, we can circle around. Then we've also put over here in the corner a little place for games because, again, it is that type of room. We have 5 people at the bar. We've got a place for checkers and chess. And you've still got a nice big alleyway to get in and out of the French doors. And we've just made it a little less serious than the main rooms and relaxing and
look at the ocean.
And again, it's pretty much all about the view.
It's heaven. It's amazingly beautiful, and you made such a nice actually change. So we have seen the photos of before and after.
Yeah.
The selection of the pillows you did, they're quite interesting. I mean, you would think about it, you know, why would you pick that? And look at how beautiful they look together.
There was a very well-known Southern designer called Charles Foudray a long time ago. And he was hilarious. He said, darling, it's not about the match, it's about the mix.
Oh.
And I always,
you have 6 different type of pillows there. I mean, it's interesting.
But we've kept the blue and white vernacular. We've just made them different sizes and different patterns.
They have some sort of ethnic look to them too. It's beautiful, very nice.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break. We live in one of the most beautiful locations in the world. I've raised my kids here. I love it here. What we offer at Santa Barbara Design Center isn't just furniture. It's a chance to turn a house into a home. What may look like a deal online, it's very different when it shows up. It's something to be said for feeling it before it becomes part of your life. We are here to help guide you through this wonderful process. We are Santa Barbara Design Center. Come start your journey with us. This week on Design FYI, we're going to talk about sofas and the unknown mistakes people make. Did you know average American spends 46 minutes a day in a car? But they spend 5 hours and 4 minutes on average on a sofa. So why would you go out there and spend tens of thousands of dollars for something you use for 46 minutes and then go ahead and buy something cheap that you sit on it for 5 hours and 4 minutes? At Santa Barbara Design Center, we create your custom sofa that is made for you specifically and to your shape and size and comfort and your family. So when you're sitting and watching TV or talking and conversing with your friends, you're sitting on actually something that represents you. Your car represents you. Why shouldn't your sofa? Thank you for joining us on Design FYI this week, and please come see me at Santa Barbara Design Center, 4th and Olive, and let me help you find the right sofa for you and your family. Oh, now that is a transformation. This is beautiful.
So I giggle because
and that view pulls me in. Sorry.
again, not so bad. What happens in rooms like this when you have this amazing view is, again, 30 years ago, there was a mural in this room, wasn't there?
Yes, I remember. Something Italianix,
yeah,
right?
We had a little visit to Italy that we decided to paint over because it was just distracting. And as designs change, we don't need to live in Italy anymore. We live here. What's wrong?
It.
Yeah, not so bad. And again, this is a great example of keeping what's great and current that a family owns and then augmenting with today's things. This is a great piece that the family owned, and it's so perfect for this room.
Beautiful, yes.
This, a son-in-law built and designed, which is
Wow.
wonderful. I had this matching piece to one of theirs. So,
Fantastic.
and this was upstairs in a hallway. I brought it down and we replaced big things with these two pieces. The mirror is theirs. We painted, we redid things, and then we brought in these two great chairs.
Oh, those chairs are fantastic. Where'd you get those?
I got them at the Santa Barbara Design Center.
Thank you, yes. I know, I see you have these beautiful ECAT motifs in these beautiful frames that ties in actually every room you have. That's amazing, yes.
It's almost like I had a plan.
Continuity, that's beautiful. And the colors are nice and the pillows again.
Well, that's what good design, I think, does subtly. You don't have to hit somebody over the head with everything looking exactly the same, but you bring in that idea as it flows through a house. So that's
Continuity of that.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I
Yeah,
mean, you notice it. I mean, me and you probably notice it a little more because we know what is made and this and that,
Yeah.
but I think just fantastic job. Beautiful.
And I kept things neutral enough so that when you walk around the corner and you do have this beautiful bay picture window, your view just goes straight out. We didn't do a chandelier and we didn't do a huge orchid arrangement or big flowers because it would have blocked this. One of my favorite things about this room specifically, as you'll see also in the kitchen, is that when you pull up the drive and you're coming in the front entry, you can see all the way through.
Yes, that I
And
noticed as well. Yes.
It's just so magical.
Beautiful. All right.
So
where do we go from here?
Your favorite room?
Oh, kitchen. There you go. Let's go food.
Okay.
All right.
This nice seating area in the sizable kitchen has the bay window again that you can look through when you drive up the drive and you see what's awaiting you.
Gosh, nice. That's amazing fishing spot, by the way. I should not say it on the TV, but that's the best fishing spot in Santa Barbara.
Well, as you're doing the dishes and counting your blessing, we'll see you out there fishing.
Yeah.
The stove is wonderful. Again,
Fantastic.
Stove, fireplace in the kitchen, great island with a nice little seating area. And then this, which is just, again,
Kids can sit down here while the father is cooking.
Oh, sure, I like that. And then what I love is we go further. Oh, and this is one of your rugs. I love
That's
this
beautiful.
rug.
I love this thing too. It's
Yeah.
nice. Again, the blues you picked, there's kind of like a theme through the whole house.
Well,
as
and
pull it.
you can't destroy a Dury rug. This is what I love about these for a kitchen. They're such workhorses.
You can wash them, reversible, the whole
Yeah.
9 yards. Yeah, thank you for the plug-in again.
You're very welcome.
Oh, wow,
And
look
again,
at this.
more pull-ups in case somebody else is over. Look at this spot. I love this. The beautiful leaded windows and a little seating area. This is where you have breakfast, a cup of tea, and the view down the coastline. Ah,
How do they get to work? I mean, you sit down here, you have breakfast, you never want to go.
yeah,
It's
it's not so
incredible.
bad.
Beautiful.
It's not so bad.
You did a beautiful job. Very nice.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Now I think we should go see the guest rooms and the master.
I'm excited. Let's go see.
Okay? Okay, Michael, we're going to take a field trip through the rooms. This,
Oh my goodness.
look how cute.
This is very cute out here.
This used to be a very, very dark room. It was red with a half tester bed, 4-poster columns, lots of
Beautiful
toile.
greens here. Look at this thing, soft. Almost Ritz-Carlton quality.
It's just light and fresh
Beautiful,
now, and
very
that's
nice.
what it needed to be. So this is a really special downstairs main floor guest room for a special guest.
I want to see the upstairs.
Okay, Michael, we're upstairs in another guest room that has wonderful windows out to the ocean, you guessed it.
It is amazing. I mean, you do this beautiful job, honestly. But, you know, you have that views, I don't know, some people might not even look this way.
My work was pretty easy here.
It's beautiful. No, it's not easy, I know, but it's beautiful. Very nice.
Well, and again, we painted the ceiling. It just lightened everything up.
It's very interesting you do that, and it absolutely is the biggest wall in any room, and a lot of people neglect it. And look at this thing, it just made it taller, bigger, voluminous, and obviously lighter.
And when a room is long, I think one of the things that people don't understand is what to do with the length of it. There was originally a sofa that faced the bed, which didn't make a lot of sense. So we made the room work the other way so that we put something at the end of the bed so it faced the view.
I agree with you, and you put the nice desk in the corner, you can look outside, do your work. The one thing I think is missing, actually, I hate to say, is a bar right in the middle. You know, you're looking at the ocean, you just have a drink, it would be nice.
Well, you can buy the house and put the bar in.
Oh, well, let me think about that. Let's see the master, please.
We end the upstairs tour in this beautiful, light-filled master bedroom.
It's bigger than people's homes. It's just ginormous going around, going here. It's huge, beautiful though, my gosh.
And again, gorgeous view actually of the mountains, of the ocean, a beautiful fireplace, and not much.
Quintessential Santa Barbara living. This is it. This is textbook Santa Barbara living. You have that beautiful ocean up front, you have the mountains behind, beautiful green grounds around, and this is a beautiful master. You transformed this trend, I want to say, big time. It was very old-fashioned, kind of Queen Anne looking, and now it is California modern.
It's, again, there was nothing wrong with what was here, aside from the fact that it just felt really dated. Beautiful fabrics, in its time, a gorgeous and stunning room.
Absolutely.
It just felt a little bit too past its prime.
You changed the date.
We updated, and we actually used the same rug because it's a custom made.
Has blue and white of yours.
Right. And then what we did was just complemented that with freshening things up. I love the size. This is a 9-foot sofa.
This ginormous sofa, yes.
Yeah, but that reveals the scale of the room, and a great place to nap.
Well, you have the bed here.
And then we did a little vignette at this wonderful window, because why wouldn't you want to sit there and have a cup of tea and just, again, count your blessings?
Absolutely, yes, we got to count our blessings.
Yeah.
Can we see outside?
Well, this is the private patio that has a wonderful staircase down, so I think we should go outside, look at the patio, and then make our way outside.
Please, after you.
Okay.
Stay tuned. There is more Design Santa Barbara after the break.
Look at this.
That is the dollar shot. Look at this. It is just amazing. Look at this thing. This is
We have been
fantastic.
teasing this all day.
And here it is. We're right at the edge of the ocean, and so beautiful.
Isn't this pretty?
Fantastic looking.
And we have this beautiful private little porch.
And I wonder why people go to work. You know, I can hang around here, that's it. It's a beautiful
Well-
location, very nice. And while we're at it, why don't we sit down and let me ask you the Design 411 here?
Sure.
All right, please, have a seat. What a beautiful sunny day.
Let's transition to sunglasses,
Oh, there
shall
you
we?
go. I brought mine. Incidentally, by accident. All right, here we go. So maybe you can explain to our viewers. I see you have done this beautiful transformation here and the transition from the older design, older look, which was, by the way, wonderful. And it looks good. It's just dated. And you changed it to this beautiful, modern, beachy look, which is completely today. Is there a certain formula? Is there a certain thing that you stick to it?
Oh gosh, that's such a good question. And people ask if these are rehearsed. No. There isn't a formula for me. I think that design is for living, staging is for selling, but I think that there are rules to both. And especially when it comes to staging, you should never try to make a house more or less than it integrally is. You can certainly make a house look much better. You make a house look lighter and brighter, but you shouldn't try to make this beautiful home something that is sleek and modern and mid-century or trendy, because it's just not, and it doesn't want to be. In that same vein, you shouldn't try to take a house that is a small, modest, beautiful little home and try to make it too grand, or try to, as I like to say, overshoot the runway with staging. A house fundamentally is what it is, and if you're trying to put it on the market, you should make it look as good as it possibly can. As I like to say when I'm talking to clients about that, if you're going to go to the prom, wash your hair, shave your legs, and buy a nice dress.
Which is very true. Can't apply to the house. Okay.
In that same vein, as we were talking about earlier in a private conversation, if you're going to design a house for clients, I have a bunch of people call me, and I'm sure you have a bunch of people who come into the store and they show you page 49 of a certain book.
Yes.
That has one look, and they do it very well, and they're very famous. Not every house lends itself to that look. As we've also talked about in another segment, it's about scale. A lot of 9-foot sofas that have a 42-inch depth will not fit in a lovely, modest home. It's just not the right thing. As much as you think that that's what all your friends are going to think is cool, it's just not going to work for some homes. So it's important to be realistic about the home you own, what your home can take, and what will be comfortable for your lifestyle, and what your budget can manage.
I agree with that. Based on that, I had this Santa Barbara City College design student group. They came to the store, and I was giving them some advice as what to do. I said, don't do what this 12-pound heavy catalog comes to your house. Don't do that, because that has been done, and this is the easy way out, and every house looks like the next. Why would they need you?
Right.
So you want to do something that's a little bit different, as you mentioned, just do the best and match that exact house to the same decor you want to do, but personalize it as you did. And you did a wonderful job here. I mean, maybe you can tell viewers what is the basic 2 things you did different in this house than it was before.
For this house specifically, we took, well, the exterior was very dark brown timbers, and the window trim on beautiful leaded glass windows was a greenish color that had faded over time, that looked really tired. And I give the family a huge amount of credit for when I told them that I wanted to paint every single piece of trim and woodwork in this massive home gray and a dark bluish, grayish black. They looked at me like I was crazy, and then they said, well, we trust you. And they let me do it, and it's stunning, it's beautiful, and they love it.
It's beautiful, yes.
I think it transformed the house. It makes it look beachy and pretty and light and clean. So one of the things we did was the exterior. We made it not look like a dark house. We made it feel much more current, even though it is a classic home. In the inside, we did the same thing. We spent quite a bit of time painting all of the dark ceilings because it just felt dark. So by turning the stained wood timber white and painting it white and painting all the rooms white, we really revealed the view.
Absolutely.
And by using colors, just whites and blues, khakis, creams, by using colors that related to the outside, we just made it seamless so that you weren't distracted by the inside of the house. You were comforted by the inside of the house.
Beautiful. Yeah, exactly. That's what you did, and it looks fantastic. I mean, it doesn't look modern. I keep saying modern. It's not modern. It's classic, but with updated colors.
Yeah, I think of it as being a transitional look. It's neither old and fuddy-duddy, nor is it what I would think of as modern or terribly contemporary. It's timeless.
Leesa, I thank you very much. And as usual, I love what you have done, and I love what you have to say about it. You're a wonderful designer. Thank you very much. But this beautiful view and this beautiful environment, is it possible we can go take a look, stroll around?
Oh my gosh, yes, please. Let's go back downstairs.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right, let's do. Leesa, I want to thank you very much again. It's always a pleasure having you on our show, and this beautiful, breathtaking property, it just tops it off. Thank you.
Michael, you're so welcome. It's always fun for me, and I like sharing what I do. I think it helps people imagine the possibilities for what they can do.
Thank you. That's what I love working with Leesa. She always has something new and something exciting, and her projects are always beautiful. Thank you for joining us. See you next week on Design Santa Barbara.